Ben Reilly, baby. We're going to be holding out hope for Ben Reilly this time around. Alright? Clone that got me out of the Spider-Man collecting for a little bit. I didn't hate the dude. I just hated the storyline. That Clone Saga was awful, and now everybody's loving symbiotes. But it got me to stop collecting Spider-Man for a long time. Back then, anyway. Then I came back. As always, you come back to what you know. This is the last unboxing, and we're gonna have the comic book that came with that figure. It's gonna be in here somewhere, and I'm holding out good hope for it. I don't know the grades. I'm holding one in my hand. I saw the grade for this one already. We're gonna show it. We're just gonna show it. I have some figures here though this time around. This is Swamp Thing number 50. So this is I went after the Canadian variants. They're pretty cheap. You guys can get them right now. They're not going for much. Really cheap, man. I think I picked these up for, like $15. I think the most I might have paid for one might have been like 20 or 25. Because they're newsstands. Look, this is what you're gonna get with the newsstands, right? It's gonna be hard to get this in a very high grade, like in the 9s. Very hard. First of all, for Canadian Swamp Thing, right? The Swamp Thing 50 and the regular version, the American version, there's 95 9.8s. It's 303 total. The Canadian, there's only one 9.8, one 9.6, one 9.4, no 9.2s, one 9.0. Only 7 in total have been graded for the Swamp Thing 50. This is one of the 7. I just got those figures today. I don't know what grades I have here. I know this grade right now, but see what we get. Let's look at the back. The back actually looks really freaking nice here. And CCS cleaned this up really nice for me. It was the pressing. You know what? They did a nice job. They did do a nice job on this. I'm not gonna complain about them. This was a dirty book. It looks nice and white. Nice and white. 1 of 7, guys, and I think I sent 3 of these out. I think I sent 3. 8.0 on a Canadian price variant. I'll take it. I like to call it a Canadian edition. The way that CBCS calls it, it's Canadian edition. Right here they call it a price variant. It wasn't meant to be a variant. It was just a price at the time. But it's much more attractive than the regular one, and I'm very happy with that grade. I'll take that grade for sure. We'll see what HBO Max has to say. Alright, we'll go with the next book. 25. Promise I won't oh, okay. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. I got this book from Roman. This is Gamestop exclusive. This one is the Gamestop edition. Amazing Spider-Man number 1 from 614. I do believe, and I don't think they say it here, but this is the first appearance, I think, of Cindy Moon. I'm almost positive this is not of Silk, but I think this is the first time that you see Cindy Moon. I did not read this book. I didn't want to mess it up, and I'm not a fan of Mr. Slott. All right, with his Superior Spider-Man run, he just got me off of it, so I didn't read any of his stuff. Quite frankly, in my opinion, the best thing that he ever did was Cindy Moon. But I'm almost positive this is the first appearance of Cindy Moon. It came back as a 9.6. I really thought this was going to be a 9.8. But it is a very nice looking book. And I will sell this book eventually. I'll have to take a look to see if this is the first appearance of Cindy Moon. But it's a nice cover, right? Nice little homage to the Craven storyline. 9.6. Mr. Roman. Alright, let's go to the next one. Oh, nice. Alright, so these are books I was specking on big time. I knew two of these books are going to come back and very high grade. I was hoping I was going to get 2 9.8s. These are the first Witcher stories. This is The Witcher in a comic book, a regular size English comic book. This is the first appearance of The Witcher in an English comic book, and in a comic book size, like in a traditional comic book size. This was a GameStop exclusive, and you can only get this with a video game for that time, right? This was done by a company called Egmont, and this was a CD Projekt Red project because they held the rights to The Witcher. And this was a beautiful book. I sent 2 of them that were very, very pretty. 9.6. And these are very rare books. Much more rare than the Dark Horse books. And most people do go after the Dark Horse books, but this is actually the first appearance of him in an English comic book. This is from 2011. The Dark Horse books are from 2014. And it's going to be hard to get these in high grades because they came with the games. And, you know, gamers, I don't know if they were, how many of them were comic book collectors and how many of them really took care of the books. I'm going to have another one here. They might all be in the 9s, but maybe one might be in the low 9s or might have hit the 8s. But I know the other one's gonna. I got another shot at 9.8, hopefully. All right, so The Witcher. This is the Egmont Witcher. There's 14 total graded on CGC of the Egmont. There's 3 9.8s. There are 5 9.6s, 3 9.4s, 14 total. Dark Horse has 35 9.8s, 63 graded in total for the Dark Horse regular version. Even the variant, which is a limited variant, this is how rare this book is, all right? The variant, it's a rare variant for Dark Horse, has 14 9.8s. There's 19 graded in total, and there's only 14 of these. And look, and 3 9.8s. If you count 9.8s and 9.6s, there's 8 in total. This has 14 9.8s. Right, so that's how rare that book is. So if you're a Witcher collector, this might be, and you're looking for the actual first Witcher in a English comic book, that's the one to get. All right, the first comic book is going to be coming hopefully soon. I wonder if I'm going to get it this month or next month, but that's going to be in a magazine form, even though it's a comic from Poland. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, another one. Yeah, another Witcher. Ah, come on. I got to remove these bags. So, let's look at this. Is this, this looks actually really clean. Oh, no. Okay, that's the one. Okay, so this is the low grade one. This might be a 9. Oh, see the grade now. Sees the grade, sees it. Okay, here we go. Still a very pretty book. Pretty book. .5. Very nice, respectable. I thought it could get between an 8 point. I think I sent it in maybe as a 7.5. They did press it out really nice and clean it, but as you can see, it does have some defects that do make it. See that? Do make it a 8.5. You know, I'll take it for a rare book. Rare books, definitely you want to take that. Absolutely. Go to the next one. All right. The boys number 2. Boys number 2. This is the first appearance of a bunch of characters. Mother's Milk, Frenchie, the female, are all in this comic. And look at that. It's a beautiful cover. And it comes back in to me at a 9.6. Bummer. I wanted this at a 9.8 again. I did get a 9.8 in the last opening when I sent a couple of these out. Did get one 9.8 out of it. Okay, so this unboxing is not going to be filled with fireworks, probably. Not like the one from yesterday. But 9.6 is still not so bad. Check out the boys, guys. Check out the boys. It's tremendous show, and I expect it to be great again. And there's some keys in the boys: number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 7. I expect those to be the biggest books for the boys. All right, here's, I think I sent 3 or 4 of number 2s. All right, I got them as in lots. The number 2s, lots of 1 to 3s, sometimes 1 to 2 lots, and some of the number 1 should be in here as well. And now this one, yes, 9.8. All right, now we're starting up. We're starting back up again. All right, good. 9.8. Very nice, very nice. All right, so that's 2. And then we put the boys over there on that side. Go to the next one. Try not to make this one as long as the other ones. Unwrapping these. Oh man, I see the grade on this one. Man, I must have missed something big time on this. Alright, let's look at this really sharply, because I see this grade. This came back at a very low grade. Right there. Okay. I'm assuming in the front it's going to look worse. I don't remember that when I sent it. Oh, maybe because it's got color rub too. I thought that might have been the bag. 8.5. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer for a modern book. But you know what, guys? They can't all be good openings, right? They can't all be good. But did get a 9.8 out of it, so I can't really complain. Another color rub right there. I don't know why I don't remember that so vastly. I don't remember that. I went through these, but it's there. You can't You can't argue if you see it right there. So it's definitely there. I think I got one more. Let's hope for a 9.8 on the last one. I'm pretty sure I sent 4 of them. Let's go to this one. All right. This should be yep, Amazing Spider-Man 361. I picked this right off of the rack. One that I sent off the rack was a 9.8. This one has that wrapping, those little tears that usually appear on it. I wanted to see if they did anything to the book, because that's the only thing that I saw on those, and I've been hearing from different people, and that it doesn't detract from the book. But if you see this, right, you see there is no spine ticks on this thing. No spine ticks at all. And as we all know, this cover is a iconic cover now that gets homage quite a lot. I have a feeling that they did detract from that. I do have a feeling that they detract from it. I mean, I don't see anything else in this book, and I didn't see it before either. Now you see that in the back cover that there is one right there, right? So I think they do detract slightly from it. You know, usually for a tear like that, if it's a regular tear, they'll detract a lot for it. You can see a 7.5 for a tear like that. I have seen that in the Exo Man War. And that was a tear on the inside page. That was the case. But you know what? For a book that I picked right off the rack, 9.4, not bad. This baby is going to be sold. A lot of these are going to be put up for sale at the end of this week. All right, here we got another Boys. Now, which one is this one? Ooh, beautiful. Nice. Okay, Boys number 1. I'm going to show you guys something with this cover. Boys number 1. This is a cover that I don't believe is going to get the amount of 9.8s that moderns tend to get. And this is a book from 2006, so it's pretty new, okay? This time, I mean, you see 9.8s in the 1,000, you know, sometimes even thousands for popular books. This will be a popular book. 9.8. All 3 that I sent in, I thought were 9.8 candidates. We'll see if I get 9.8s on other ones. That's very nice. So I got a 9.8 on a 2 and a 9.8 on a 1. I'm gonna leave this one out because I'm gonna show you something with that cover. Oh yeah, numbers for the boys. Numbers for the boys is 488 9.8s, 299 9.6s, 1,047 total that have been graded. And that book does not have that much of a print run. I think I did say the print run in one of the videos. It's in the 30,000 range. I believe it's 33,000 or 37, but it's in the 30s, which is not that bad. It's not that bad for a modern. The number 2s, did I write the number 2s? Oh yeah, number 2 76 9.8s. I got one. I got 2 of them now because I have another one from. So 76 9.8s, 45 9.6s. Only 165 have been graded, but they do have less of those. This one is in the 20. I think it's 26,000. I want to say, or 27. And so there's less of those. All right. Go to the next one. Oh yeah, in the boys #1, you're gonna have the first appearance of a character that you're gonna see in this season, and that's Terror. That's the butcher's dog. All right, let's see what this one is. Oh man, I wanted this one. I wanted this one in a high grade. I wanted this in a high grade. This was still in the poly bag when I sent it. Wow, when I sent it, it did not have that. It did not have those marks. I definitely didn't. So I think this might have happened with the press. This had to have happened with the press, man. That definitely wasn't there when I sent that. That was not there. Came back as a 9.2. Holy crap, man. I wanted this in a 9.8. This was a very clean copy. This would have been a good copy to send as a pre-screen. And I wonder if the press does that to certain books. It definitely wasn't there. I did not tape it though. I sent a different combo pack as well for number 30. I wonder how that one's gonna pan out. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's this dude. All right, so with this one is the legend. This came in the legends. This is the second printing, right, of Web of Spider-Man number 118, Scarlet Spider, and it comes back at a 9.6. This is a very rare book. That's the reason why I sent it out. Very hard book to get in a high grade. Again, this was another book that I thought might have been a 9.8. I didn't see anything wrong with this book at the time, but comes back at a 9.6, and can't be mad at that. Maybe I should have gave it to Skeff to send it in. Web 118. On the regular one, there's 158 9.8s, 162 9.6s, 646 total graded. But on the Legends one, only 2 9.8s and only 2 9.6s. So that's one of the 2 9.6s, top 4 graded. There's only 9 in total graded, and that will tell you what condition these books are in and how many there are left. I'm sure there's quite a few left and stuff, but very rare book. If Scarlet Spider ever becomes something, you know. Alright, here's one that I had. I picked this one up right off of the comic shop. You see the grade is 9.2. I don't think at a 9.2 this is worth much, but it's a rare book. It's not a highly a printed book as Paw number 1, nowhere close. But it's a very pretty cover. It's one of her best covers, and that's why I sent it out to get graded. 9.2 is a little bit harsh. I think I got a little bit harsher grader this time around for this 25 batch. You know what? Maybe it is a 9.2. Yep, that's a 9.2. Still looks pretty nice though. Still looks pretty nice. This could have been a 9.4. Still beautiful cover, beautiful cover. And I do have another one of those. Let's speed it up a little bit here. All right, here's a book that I wanted. Oh man, yeah, this is a harsh guy. This definitely is a harsh dude. This is Dark Horse Presents. This is the first book that Dark Horse ever put out. This is their first comic book. Dark Horse Presents #1. I think I'm gonna have to go after this 9.8 on eBay. Again, this is a book that it comes back at a 9.2. But this was another book that I thought would be higher, that had 9.8 potential. I really did think that with this book. I don't know about you guys, but I can't really see much wrong with this thing. This might have a tear in the pages on the inside because it's got crisp corners. I don't see any spine text really. Oh, maybe just a little bit right there. A little color rub, but that's the plastic. Yeah, it is what it is. That's what they're saying it is. So that's what it is. This is the first appearance of Concrete and Black Cross. And who knows, you know, Black Cross, that was a pretty decent story. Apocalyptic. Alright, this is going to be Boy 7. I wonder if this is the sketch. Yep, that's the sketch. There's only 6,000 copies of this baby. 6,000. And oh man, what a pretty book. That is one pretty book, man. Comes in at a 9.8. That is freaking gorgeous for 6,000 copies. First appearance of Stormfront. It's actually the first appearance of multiple characters. The biggest character is Stormfront. There is this guy right there too. You know who that guy is? They call him Tech Knight. Tech Knight, and he's a funny character that I don't know how they're going to depict this guy on in Amazon, but that's also his first appearance as well. But the biggest guy is definitely Stormfront, or now it's going to be a gal. You know, hey, you know, it's not fireworks, but not so bad. Now this is what I wanted to show you guys. I like the way that when they did the first cover, and this was for Wildstorm, for DC Wildstorm. See how they did a straight out of Compton cover for Wildstorm? So this is the straight out of Compton cover. See how they're looking down at someone? Well, they're looking down at him. That's them looking down, and that's what they're looking at, because they beat the living crap out of them. Right, and these go together. See that? But one is for Dynamite, and one is for DC Wildstorm. And this is why #1, #2, #3, which is Homelander in the 7, and #7 is just filled with first appearances. And if you're a Boys fan, those are the books you want to go after. Alright, let's go to this one. What is this one here? Oh, this is the other combo pack. Man, damn. 9.4. Man, I thought I had Jessica Cruz. 9.4. Oh, the blues. I'm gonna have to get it, you know. I gotta get my 9.8s, and Jessica Cruz and the combos, I'm gonna have to overpay for it. And that's because these are hard to come by. They're really hard to come by. Those combo packs, you know, they're put in racks. So getting a 9.8 on that, very hard. very hard to get a 9.8, and that's the appearance. Oh, 31 is actually the appearance that I want for Jessica Cruz. I'm gonna have to go after it, and I'll have to go after it and get it. This is one of the Canadian price variants for Swamp Thing, and this one was, ooh, look at that grade. Let's look at the grade real quick. 5.5. Oh, come on, man. This is another book, obviously, that was in was not treated well, right? Because it was in newsstands in Canada. But how the heck is that a 5.5? The staples, rusty staples. Look at those staples. That's rust. Yeah, maybe that's why. This freaking rusty staples. You know, I thought maybe like with the cleaning, maybe they might be able to clean that off a little bit. But still very nice looking book. I mean, very harsh grade for a 5.5 just because of the staples. I mean, look at that spine, man. And that's very white color. This is not your typical 5.5. They grade the moderns really harshly when it comes to low grades, methinks. Alright, that's a very, very harsh grade for this book, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but very harsh grade. I mean, I shouldn't complain because there's only a handful. There's only 7 graded in total, but man, I got an 8.0. Let's hope I get one. I don't think I have one in the 9s though. I might get a 9.0, maybe. Another boys. Out of all the boys that I've sent, I've gotten 2 9.8s. The first boys that I ever sent, that I got for $10, I got a 9.8 without even a press. Then after that, I think I sent 3, 2 9.6s, 1 9.4, and this one is a 9.6. So I got a 9.8 and a 9.6 here. This grader is harsh, man. This grader is harsh. That's why I say, like, you know, you gotta look out on who is grading your books, probably, because I don't see a freaking defect here, man. I don't see it. That's why, like, there's certain guys that get their books graded and they're always getting 9.8s. I don't even know how the hell, how do they, I mean, do you guys see anything wrong with this? I mean, what do you see? I don't, maybe that, but is that enough to make it a 9.6? Hard to complain after the day that I had yesterday, though. You know, very hard. I shouldn't be complaining. I take it back, CGC. I take it back. I takes it back. Go to the next one. Oh, man. Come on, dude. Come on. 9.4. Well, at least I got a 9.8 out of it. I think this is the third. This is the last one. This is the third one. There was 3. So a 9.4, a 9.6, and a 9.8. I want to meet this dude, and I want to meet this guy that freaking graded my books. Yeah. That's what you want to look. All right. just kidding. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the videotape. Oh, look at that. This is a change. I didn't expect this. All right, so obviously this is the first Nightwing. Did not expect this high of a grade on this, I gotta say. I thought this might have even come back as an 8.5. So you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have. Let's look at that. 9.2. See that right there? It is just a staple, but it is a pretty spine though. They must have done a nice job in the back, CCS. For this to come back a 9.2, they must have done a nice little job in the back, because this was dirty. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's definitely a 9.2. Hell, man, different grader might have gave me a 9.4. But when I thought it was a 8.5 when I sent it, comes back at a 9.2. That's good. All right, here's a this is a big one. This is a big one. I bought this on eBay a while ago. This is not one of the ones that I got off of the rack. I haven't sent any one of those in yet. I'm gonna send them all in a batch, all together. I got this on eBay. I got a set of 1 through 5 on these, and this one came back with a little bit of damage because of the guy. He mailed these back to me in an envelope. See that right there? I don't know if you guys can make that out, but you see that right there. The envelope was there was it was ripped, and it got to this book, like just a little blunt hit. Everything else on the book was nice, except that it needed a pressing. I think one of the corners, but man, they pressed it out really nice. Comes back at a 9.4. Very nice for this book. This book is starting to come starting to get together. This is starting to go hot. Yeah, I'll take it. Takes it. Go to the next one. It's gonna be another boys. Oh, this is gonna be the last. Boys number 2. Boys number 2, and it is a 9.4. 9.4 on the boys number 2. All right. Look, bottom line is, I got a harsh grader. Definitely got a harsh grader for this one. And in a way, you kind of want to have harsh graders in a way, because they can't all be 9.8s, right? But it sucks when you really can't see anything really wrong with a book, or too much wrong with a book, and then you know, you get a bad grade. All right, so this one, yeah, this one definitely has a blunt. Okay, this is gonna be one of the high grades, because there were 2 high grades that I sent. I thought I had a shot at 2 of them being 9.8s. This is one of them. This came back as a 9.6, so I ended up getting 2 9.6s. And for the Canadian, for the Egmonts, I got 2 of the 5 9.6s. Cannot complain about that. Should not complain about that, because there's only 14 in total, and I got 2 9.6s for the Egmonts. So, all right, good. That's it for the Egmonts. Go to this one. All right, this should be the last Swamp Thing. Nice, nice. All right, 9.0. 9.0. We said there's only 7 graded in total. I got 3 of them. I got 3 of them here. It's only 7. As harsh a grader as this guy was, he graded this one. He gave me a break. He cut me a break on this one because of that. But that's the only thing that's wrong with this thing. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. All the corners are sharp. colors, vibrant. And the back is squeaky clean. So yeah, I can see a 9.0. I couldn't see that 5.5, man, but I could see a 9.0 on that. I'll take a 9.0. You know, there's out of the 7 graded, 198, 196, 194, 190. There's only 3 books graded higher than that on the CGC census. All right, here's the other book. Remember, I said that I bought the other book that came restored, right? This was the saving grace that I might have had, right? It was a 2-book lot that I bought for $69 from a seller on a YouTube auction. This was the other book. One of them came restored, which was Marvel Team Up #1. And this one comes back at an 8.0. That is a big time loss because of the grading. Because of the grading and because of what it costs to grade. I thought that the Marvel Team Up would have. I thought this was just gonna be a pure profit. I thought I had a shot at a 9.0 with this one. Obviously, I didn't. But you know what? Like, when you look at that Canadian Swamp Thing, I think this one. I mean, to me, it looks like this one has less faults. And that came back as a 9.0. This one comes back as an 8.0. But this ended up being a really bad deal for me. $69, yeah, it's not much, but once you take in you know, you put into effect, like, it's going to be $33 to get this one graded, right? So that puts me into the $100 range, over $100. And then the other one, to get it graded, it was in the value tier. That's in, you know, that's another what was it, like $46 I think it was, right? So it's $146. That one was restored. This one is an 8.0. I mean, how much can you get for an 8.0 for this one? I don't think it's going to be a heavy loss as far as losses go. All right, here's another YouTube auction. This one is from Roman. I got 2 of these books from Roman. I didn't pay much for these books, but yeah, definitely disappointed with the grades. 9.2 on this one as well. They made a ton of variants for Amazing Spider-Man #1. Yeah, but this yeah, the grades that I got, 9.6 and 9.2, kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. This is the Fade edition though, but this is a little bit rarer, this book. But I don't think it goes for much. I gotta check the prices on eBay. I don't believe that they go for much. And that's it, guys. That's the end of this unboxing. This wasn't filled with fireworks. Had a couple. Has a couple, but overall, yeah, overall this might be a loss, this 25, only because of the cost. I went over the cost in the last video, but for the 50 books, $1,607 was the total cost. $32.14. We rounded it up because of the shipping to them at around $33, probably much less than that, probably about $32.75, but let's call it $33 per book to grade, right? But that first 25 was just pure fire, right? That first 25 was fire after fire after fire. I love that grader. This grader, man, this freaking grader, man. But he gave me a couple 9/8. Alright, guys. Good enough. Good enough. Hope you liked the video. Later.